Hi guys, it's Ray. Today we are starting another burst tumbler, glitter burst. This is my drawn copy of my template. When I upload my SVGs, I change it to draw and just let it draw it out with a marker on my Cricut. That way I have something I can test my colors and pick my colors and make myself a list of my colors. So that's what this is. I just use my markers and fill it in. That way I have some idea of the direction I'm going. So there's that. These are all the colors I picked. They're all It's Pretty Personal. I have Tart number 2. I have Tart Lime and a Coconut. I have Tart Sea Dreams, Watermelon Slice, Raspberry Wine, Tropics Blue from the Basics collection, limited edition Too Cute, and a remix Basics Freshwater Spring. So those are going to be my color. I'm going to work them from darkest to lightest, which is going to end up something like, I don't know, maybe like this first. And then I'll just kind of work my way out. So I am going to do this on vinyl. I do have my vinyl currently sitting on a cutting mat so it didn't curl up on me. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the vinyl. And my vinyl isn't much bigger than my design, so I don't have a lot of wiggle room. People keep asking me how long one of these takes. My honest answer is I do not know. I have not done one yet, completely like in one sitting, start to finish. So I'm going to show you the basic mechanics of how I put my vinyl down, or my glitter on, and then I'm going to do the rest of it in one shot in fast mo. Okay, so that's the first layer of glitter. It's going to be repeat for each additional color. I'm going to do a total of 7 colors, or 8 colors, I think, on this one. So it's going to take me a little bit of time, but I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try and do the rest of the colors in one shot. Okay, so that was about 42 minutes to get the other 7 colors on. Plus, you know, we'll give like 5 for the first color. So it takes me 45 to 50 minutes to glitter the whole backer. So next step for this is it's going to go outside. It's going to get sprayed with Rust-Oleum 2X. It's probably going to get a gloss spray. And then I will come back in and show you how I'm going to trim the edges and make sure my sizing is good. And we'll get it on a cup. Okay, I am ready to get this on the cup. It has been sealed pretty darn well. So I already trimmed the other 3 sides. I'm just going to trim the bottom. And I'm going to trim a little bit off. Not the best for the blade on my paper trimmer, cutting glitter with it, but it gets the job done. So, I'm going to flip it over. This particular vinyl does have that plasticky backing, as I mentioned before. But I am basically out of every other white vinyl, so I'm going to cut a piece, and then I'm going to put it back. Because I want to be able to make sure I am lined up pretty straight before I start. And make sure I don't want to trim any more off. And I think I'm going to want to trim some more off, because I feel like that's further down the cup than I'd like. So, back over here we go. That should be enough. Yep. Okay. So now I'm going to wrap it. And I can trim this again with my vinyl trimmer if necessary. So you can see where this piece should be pink, clearly. That happens. It's not the end of the world. So I am just going to slide my protective piece one of those third hand situations. I'm just going to leave a slight edge this time. I'm going to get that little bit of an edge secured to start. And you're going to want to apply the vinyl carefully. Make sure it's right side up at this point. Otherwise you're going to be big mad. So I'm going to pull this piece off. I'm going to get the rest of the backing started. And I do want to put a piece of parchment under here. Just as an added layer of protection. Because I'm going to apply it by rolling it on my table. I mean, I grabbed the squeegee just in case, but I don't particularly want to put the squeegee to this. So, voila. Not bad, other than it's the wrong color deal, and I may come in and touch that up with a little bit of the glitter and Mod Podge, because it's annoying. So, but I am going to use that parchment to make sure I am well secured. I have shown you applying the vinyl using the wet method before, but I actually prefer this way rather than waiting for the vinyl to dry underneath. But I highly recommend you try every way to do these and adopt the method that works best for you. So I'm going to grab my brush. I'll get there. I'm going to grab my brush, and I am going to, I'm going to seal this bottom edge a little bit better. I should have cut it just a tiny bit shorter. But I'm going to grab my brush and my Mod Podge, because we are going to color the bottom of this one the same background color. I'm going to leave the top rim white. Alright, and so I grabbed a Mod Podge. This is my old one. I have a small brush to start. Because I am going to touch up this. It's not going to end up being exactly the same color underneath because it's not going over a white base. But it's going to stick out less like a sore thumb than the blue, hopefully. So, and I'll probably do a second coat, maybe even right away. And I am losing my dark pink line, so I may have to touch that up as well. And I'm going to reseal this because, not only because I'm doing this, oops. Not only because I'm doing this, but because I'm doing the bottom, I'm going to want to seal that. So, good thing this is my old Mod Podge, because I just threw that glitter and now the lid is pink. So, and I painstakingly cleaned my table off after I did this the first time. And now it is trashed in glitter again. I'm just gently shaping that line a little bit. Alright, so I feel like that's less glaringly obvious. I'm actually pretty thrilled with this seam. So, I'm going to get the bottom based blue, and I only grabbed a fluffy brush, so this will be fun. So, that's the wrong color. This should be fairly similar to what's on here because it's a white base and a white base. All right, so I'm going to get this spray sealed. This is what I seal with. Okay, I am ready to get the coat of epoxy on this. You will notice that I decided I didn't like the white rim. I sat here and looked at it for a while, and the white just looked so out of place. So I did take my Mod Podge and a brush and do a thin line of the same background blue that I did on the bottom on the top. Same process, nothing fancy, nothing special. So I'm going to get my resin on here. There she is. I absolutely love it. I will come back for a close-up when it's dry, when I'm ready to get pictures. Okay, so it is dry now. It obviously needs another coat, but I just want you to see it. It's so cute. The seam's not perfect. You can still see a little bit where I touched it up, but it's better than it was. And I absolutely love this cup. Super, super cute. So, there you go. Another burst tumbler in the books.